Well, this may be the hardest review I've ever had to do, but we're going to try to get through this, okay? Let's review Companion. Companion stars Jack Quaid, Sophie Thatcher, and is directed by Drew Hancock.
I know it's going to sound cheesy, but...
What's up, everybody? I just got back from the Scream Unseen mystery movie for AMC, and it was Companion, which I thought it would be. A lot of people thought it might be Hard Eyes, but Hard Eyes, I'm actually going to a press screening for that this Thursday. Yeah, I think they sometimes will show these before press screenings, but I just felt like it was going to be Companion because Companion comes out this weekend, right? So it makes sense. Just so you guys know, there was a second trailer for this movie that pretty much let the cat out of the bag. And then Jack Quaid after that said, don't worry, there's going to be more to the movie than, I guess, the cat that was in the bag. And he is right, sort of. There's definitely, some surprises, even if you've watched that second trailer. But, man, I've been going back and forth with trying to figure out the best way to review this movie. Because if you watch only the first trailer, then, there's a lot that you don't know. But if you watch the second trailer, there's a lot that you do know. So, you know what? I'm going to try to assume that all of my audience have not seen the second trailer. I owe that to you guys, and I know probably half of you have watched the second trailer, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself if you guys missed out on such a great twist. Even though I think the movie wants you to know the twist, because there is a twist that happens, I think, at the end of like the first act of the movie. And again, I think most of you probably know what it is if you've paid attention to any of the marketing of this movie. But you know what? I'm going to see if I can do this without spoiling, because just as I suspected, I was pissed off as I was watching this movie, because like we're almost to the end of the first act, of the movie. Let's say 30 minutes into the movie, and they still haven't revealed what I know about the movie. And I guarantee you there are a lot of people in this theater that did not watch that second trailer, because average moviegoers, they probably don't even watch trailers that often, right? And I don't remember seeing the second trailer in the theater. So I know I've already talked too long about that. I am sorry, but I felt like I wanted to let you guys know you don't have to worry, okay? I'm going to be as careful as I can, which means I'm probably not going to be able to tell you that much. I can just tell you what I liked about the movie itself, okay? So anyway, let me try to give you a plot synopsis, a very, very thin plot synopsis. Our main characters are Sophie Thatcher, who plays Iris, and Jack Quaid, who plays Josh. They go to this little kind of like vacation getaway where they meet some friends. Josh and Iris, they are a couple. After the first third of the movie, then that's when things start really going haywire. And I will just say this definitely has sort of a sci-fi element to it. It's definitely more on the thriller side of things than horror, even though there are some bloody moments in the movie. But this isn't a movie like that depends on, blood and guts and gore. No, it's just violent acts happen because of the nature of the story. And before I go any further, I will do a spoiler review for this probably later this week, maybe on the day that it comes out. I'll do a spoiler review for you guys, so that way I can talk, because I know a lot of you are like wondering what is the twist thing, and a lot of you that know what it is, you're wanting me to talk about it, but I'm not going to do that. All right. So what I liked about this movie, obviously, was Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid. I think they both are just so freaking fun to watch. They're very charismatic. They're probably the hottest young actors working today, and they just have charisma, right? Especially Jack Quaid. That guy he just pulls you in, right? You want to watch him work. He's got that like Michael J. Fox effect, and I think he's even more charismatic than his father was when he was young, Dennis Quaid, who was a pretty charismatic guy himself back in the day. But one thing I love about these characters in this movie is they're very unpredictable. And, if you've watched only the first trailer, you don't really know who's good and who's bad. And I like that about this movie because it could really go either way. But this is a story that has characters that get in too deep, and it just gets worse and worse and worse as things go along. I loved the sci-fi element of this movie. I thought there was a lot of fun payoff along the way. And I thought this movie was quite creative, actually, considering it covers ground that has been covered, I think, pretty recently, like even say like last year. But I think this does a much better job of it because of how effective the characters are. Also, on the surprises of the movie, which of course I'm not going to spoil, even though I knew what I knew in trailer 2, there were some nice surprises that popped up in the middle of the movie that I remember the audience, they had a collective like, oh, wow, nice. And the final thing I'll say about it is, and I kind of already said it, but I'll really drive it home. If you like movies where you have characters, they're trying to get away with something, and it just keeps getting worse and worse, and they keep trying to cover up the problem, the screw up that they've made. Those are really fun movies, right? Because you feel like they're really going to pay for this shit. And overall, this was just a blast of a movie. It flies right by. It's like 90 minutes long. I'm giving it a purchase worthy, for sure. It's fun. And I know a lot of the reviews that you watch for this movie, they're probably going to tell you more than I told you. And, you know, that's just... I really thought long and hard about that on my way home. And I thought, you know what? I think my audience will trust me on this. This is a really fun movie. And I don't want to give you I guess the twist that the trailer gives you, okay? I want you to discover for yourself, and I think you won't mind it if I don't give it to you. So let me know what you guys think of Companion when you see it. Again, I will be doing a spoiler review so we can really dive deep into this movie. I think it'll be a fun spoiler review. Look for a review for Hard Eyes on Friday. That's going to be fun. And I'll do an out-of-theater reaction on Thursday night for that movie too for you guys, okay? So anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on Companion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. On Fridays, we do Fever Fridays. Follow me, Drumdums, on my socials. Support me on Patreon. Become a channel member. Buy me a coffee. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a day, and Drumdum out.